Welcome to Africa Connected. We have a very special guest on today's episode of Africa Connected as we prepare to go to Nigeria, to Port Harcourt, just to see how it is that you can do business in that particular city. So who else to speak to but the Minister of Economic Affairs, His Excellency Mr Sarki. Welcome to Africa Connected, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you.
With regards to intertrade within Africa and within Nigeria as a whole, how important do you think that is in terms of boosting the economy in Nigeria and in Africa?
Okay, thank you for that very good question. And I will take time maybe to explain to you in details about Nigeria so that people who are hearing this program can benefit of it. Nigeria in Africa, not only in Africa, in the world, is a very, very important country. Very huge country that is this. Nigeria, as you may be aware, has a landmass of about 923.9 square meters. Out of this, 37% of this land is arable land, which means you can produce any kind of food in that land. The population of Nigeria, as you are aware, is about over 188.5 million people, amongst which 36% of these are youths. Below the age, from the ages of 15 to 35. So you can see a lot of potentials there. You are aware also that Nigeria is a member of OPEC, yes. 7th largest producer, if not 6th largest producer of petroleum in the world. And you know about Nigeria now, that is one of the largest democracy. We practice presidential system since from 1999 up to this very material time. And the democracy is picking up. We're moving on with our lives. Good. It has 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, for now. Now, coming to the economic aspect of Nigeria. Nigeria has a GDP estimated to over 500 billion US dollars. And interestingly, many people think that most of this thing is petroleum itself only contributes maybe about 17% of that. Yes. And more than 70% of these are from other sectors of the economy. Yes. And we know that petroleum is the mainstay. But with the coming into power of President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015, what he has tried to do is to diversify. In diversification in all aspects of the economy. It came with the cardinal points of the issues of security, issue of economy, issue of employment, youth employment, and women development. Those are the cardinal points of that government in within that period of that time. Now, let me say also that international ratings like Goldman and such have actually projected that Nigeria is one of the 11 countries that will grow to be one of the 20 most developed countries in the world by the end of this century. So we're working towards that. To have that kind of rating is not this thing. And of course, you are aware that Nigeria is one of the largest economies in Africa. That is issues that were this thing, but that is the reality of the situation. And like I said, oil merely contributes 14% of the GDP, and that is it. The Nigerian economy is very interesting. Yes. Very, very interesting in the sense that agriculture now, which this present government has focused on through the introduction of programs, domestic programs that will empower the local people to take attention away from the petroleum industry and then to diversify other areas, including solid minerals, mining, and power, and the rest of the services industry, and the rest of them. So you can see that Nigeria is actually a very, very, very robust country that if the potentials are tapped, then I am sure the rest of Africa will follow. Because it has all the wherewithal, the resources to move this continent forward. Yes.